Good morning, Mass.
Yes. Good morning, Mass.
Good evening, Mass.
Good evening, Mass. Don't go to 11 Mass.
So what about the positives, really? It's a positive, not so much the negative. It's not really a negative campaign. So we're just gonna ask you guys to picture this wonderful ad campaign in your brains. Alright. So
Close your eyes and
just picture it, okay? So number one is a video spot. We're gonna play this after the masses the week before, right? So we're gonna have this slow-mo pan. It'll be zooming in on mom chilling on the couch having a mimosa. Alright, then it'll pan over and there's lazy dad fell asleep on the couch. This is Christmas morning, by the way. Dad fell back asleep on the couch, just dozing and chilling, just celebrating Jesus in his dreams. And then over and there's the kids all playing with their toys. And then copy is
gift yourself the gift of a lazy Christmas morning. Go to 5 p.m.
The really sweet
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
There you go, that's it. Alright, this one is our print part of the campaign. This one's it's imaginary print. We get the billboard, it'll be alright. We got 2 images right next to each other. One of them is overhead shot of hands, the Eucharist. Let's see the Eucharist, right? Next overhead shot is just a ton of plates covered in food, just food. And then the copy is
early bird gets the Eucharist and brunch. Hit the early mass, miss the restaurant masses.
Word.
All right, and then the next one is actually a radio spot that will be performed.
Okay, and this would be discouraging people from the 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, it's me, right?
Yes.
Right. Avoid 11, make room in heaven.
For all the sinners.
Who want to go on breakfast? That's good. That's all right. That's all right.
Awesome.
I wish all 3 of us could do the same challenge.
Yeah, that was
Sorry.
good. All right. So,
Sure. So our prompt was to make a motivational video about addressing bad donuts at parish receptions and/or carb-heavy buffets. In a world where the Catholic Church is being overrun by too many carbs, one man has suffered more than any other.
My name's Edmund. I just can't. I just came into the church and I don't really know the mass things about. And after mass, we all have donuts. I don't really know what the significance of the donuts are. We eat them and then we kind of talk awkwardly, then we leave. Some weeks there's donuts, some weeks there are no donuts. So I started bringing my own donuts, and I don't really share with anybody. I just really need some help with the significance of the donuts.
Yeah, friends say you gained 50 pounds since you became Catholic.
I'm not proud of it. My name's Edmund Mitchell.
But the problem didn't stop there. It extended to other members of the parish too.
So I've been Catholic my whole life, and then the donut thing has been getting worse and worse, and I don't eat carbs, so I just try to avoid it at all costs, and then people would try to awkwardly talk to me and give me donuts with them, and then sometimes they ask us to pay for the carbs, and I stopped going to church because of that, because the carbs were too much. So I just wish the church would answer to this issue. It's just too much of an issue for me.
One man and one other man came up with a pitch for the Pope.
The Pope should release, I believe, an encyclical entitled Nefas Panis on the evils of bread. Christ did say man does not live by bread alone.
And we only want Christ. We want only him to multiply the loaves.
Also, technically, since the Eucharist is substantially Jesus, it's not a carb anymore, per se.
The
also had 2 points to talk about, which were the food and an exercise regimen. That they probably forgot and then remember.
Catholic calisthenics. 50 extra genuflections after every mass. Code for lunges.
And the food was better, and the church said, Amen.
Oh, man.
Okay, did everybody get a little post-it?
No.
No little mini post-it? Okay, take one and pass it on. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna hold time. Not everyone votes for their own team. We're gonna do A, B, C. So just vote for whoever was the best, the funniest, whatever your heart desires. Vote. For ourselves. You can, but we
Passing it down.
I don't like competition. It's low on my strength finder.
What do I write? Do I just write the letter?
It's either A, B, C.
She said don't ever.
I love
You can't.
Yeah, really honest. I agree with the best. Really honest.
Really?
Hit me.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Like an epidemic of guys boring standards in the girl
Yeah.
I feel like it
I
is.
don't remember my other one. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like get ready and like if your hands look cold, you like stick them in your pocket.
Right.
I know I've learned
Honestly, you don't know the rest of the
in communication.
I'm so sorry.
I get ready for it.
And then they just start out
Now it's like
condensation. It's a real thing.
Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, we have a winner,
Yeah.
and that winner is my team. Yes! Yes! I can vote for myself.
So, as a prize, so everyone here is the koozies. We got
The coolest excuses.
these are from Kansas City.
Uh-oh.
Kitten in a fanny pack saying, "Yee!" Words on a koozie.
That's good.
Don't go bacon my heart. I'd rather be drinking bacon and freedom, aka Lincoln riding a dinosaur.
I want that one.
Right.
We're gonna fight over these.
There you go. Fight.
So, so we are going to transition right now into the second part of our evening. We're going to be having Gabby come and just speak to us a little bit about design and introduce the problems. And then after that, we're going to go over to that room and we're going to start brainstorming on that wall. But before anything else, we are going to say a prayer together. So let's begin. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Creator of the universe, how infinite and astonishing are your worlds. O living community, O divine imagination. You created a creator when you imagined me into existence. Breathe to breathe into so much dust. Let me lament for forgetting daily, to rise from the deceit of the mundane, from the lure of comfort which dulls all of my beautiful edges. Most of all, light of my life, forgive my blindness, open all my eyes. Salt me with newness and dreams, help me repair to creativity, be committed to the world by it, and in it find the deepest joy. universal creativity flow through me, faith to see things not yet seen, hope to overflow broken cisterns, and love to free me forever to ideas and belief in magic. Flow, O river, from the holy temple, through my mind to my hand. Infuse my work with spirit to feed hungry souls. Lord, we ask that you would make this place into a space like your garden, where we are given dominion. We ask that you would allow us to experience you, to experience community, to experience joy, but also to be namers, to name the problems that are here. And also to cultivate. Lord, you are good, and we just place ourselves under your reign. In your name we pray as children of one Father, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, Gabrielle is going to speak to us a little bit about design and awesomeness.
I don't know.
It's all you.
Sweet. Cool. Well, I'm gonna start with, why we're all here. Obviously, talking about the bulletin and everything, but in the end, we're not really here to transform the bulletin and do all that. That's not really the main purpose. The main purpose over here is just to get creative brains together. And I know, probably a lot of us know that when you get creative people together, things just explode. Things happen, and ideas just start bouncing off each other, and I'm so excited for that. Because in the end, all of us, no matter what type of creative things we do, which is design, if you're just design thinking, if you're just a good thinker, if you're a musician, we're all problem solvers. That's really what any sort of design and engineering, that's problem solving. What's really neat is you can apply that same kind of problem solving to bigger things, whether it's a community, or in this case, the church. When you see something that bothers you, if you have the ability to really come up and generate ideas by yourself or with a team to do that, you're a problem solver and you're a creative person, which is super neat. So tonight we're not gonna complete anything. Let's say we're not gonna really solve anything by the end of the night. We're gonna begin a solution. We're gonna start asking the right questions to be able to solve something like the bulletin. But in the end, this is really just a microcosm. It's a microcosm of the bigger things that we want to do about bringing beauty back to the church. So I want to make sure, we're all on a really cool page with that. Something I do want to share that's really neat is I did this neat exercise a few weeks ago where I went to just crashing. And so what I did is I went to a design talk at work and thought about it in faith context. And then I went to a faith talk. It was by Archbishop in Kansas City. And I thought about it in a design context, which is a really, really thing to do. Highly recommend. What was really neat is he was talking about the 4 levels of happiness by Aristotle. And it was really neat because I thought about these things in regards to me as a creative person. For me, it was a designer, but you can apply it, as a musician, as a whatever you do. And basically it was the bottom level of happiness is just pleasure. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. I like playing this instrument. Or I think I want to do this as a career, when you're in high school. Or for me, just I like art class. Maybe I want to do this forever. That's the very basic level of happiness. The next one is ego gratification. So this ups my self-esteem. It becomes competitive. So I'm better than this person. Okay, cool, I'm better than that person. I'm getting better. Setting goals and reaching them. Really it all comes down to you gratifying your own ego. It's okay to do, that's okay. It's necessary to grow, right? And that you're better than you were last month, last year, whenever. And then the third level, which is neat that the world is really coming to this level, is the contribution level of happiness. So then if you're a musician, if you're a designer, whatever, seeing, I have these gifts that I can give to others. I can contribute to others. I can contribute to the community. I can help the poor. I can help a nonprofit, that whole contribution level. And for example, in my field, in design, and all forms of design, whether it's architecture, whatever, you're seeing a lot of design for good. And I've gone to conferences where it's all sorts of brains like this, just being you know what, I want to help the world. I want to help people. That's really neat. But then there's something even higher than that, which is the transcendence. And this fourth level is where you seek happiness from applying your skills for something bigger, for virtues, for truth, for justice, for love and for goodness. Like, it's so just outside of yourself, because even the contribution level can be very ego-ish as well. This is just way more selfless and higher. We know that the root of all of those virtues is God. What I'm saying is that fourth level is using our skills, whatever they are, for the Lord, for His glory, for making disciples, for that bigger purpose. And that's why we're here. That's really why we're here. That's why we want to create this online community. Because obviously, there's so many other people that want to be a part of this that can't be physically here in Dallas right now. How can we do this? And that's really what we want to figure out from all of you. Is like, how do we get this ball rolling? And those of us who are organizing this, we don't have the answers. We don't know what we're doing. We're the catalysts, and we just want to, gather what we want to do. So, yeah, I want to call up Anthony. One of you? Bring up our next part. We're really going to start digging into the bulletin and that kind of thinking that can apply to lots of things.
All right, so what we're going to be moving into now is we're going to be going into talking about the problems within the church in terms of our approach to art and beauty and creativity. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to use the bulletin as a vehicle for using this concrete thing that we can all be really frustrated by and agree about to talk about some of these big, broader problems. So for the next 10 to 15 minutes, what we're going to have you guys do is just with those Post-it notes, go over to that big wall where all those bulletins are hanging off of and falling off of, and just start putting up like Post-it, wherever you see, you just investigate, look at it, and then be like, man, I am so frustrated by like clip art, and just put that on there, right there. Just be like, clip art, sad face, whatever. If you think that there's something really good that one of them does, or something that's really important that we need to make sure that they do, whatever, just make observations on that wall. And in those kind of moments of observation, you're talking amongst each other, within your groups, outside your groups, just however, have some beers, drink, make merry, and then after that, Brian, who has so much experience running brainstorming and creative sessions, is going to lead us in a state-of-the-art brainstorming creative, I don't know, what would you call it? Design studio.
Badassness.
Badassness. So that's what's going to happen right now. So everyone, go ahead, get up, head over to that wall, and start brainstorming.
It was really hard when they got there. Just picture it.
Y'all pulled that out. That was hilarious.
Do you go by
Dude, I go Lena. I was like really sad. My students at yeah, I hate for that reason. Well, it's the bulletin on how to get it out. So I guess the three problems that we're just using consider. Not three problems. It's the communication in general. Communication in general. So church communication.
Oh yeah. Want me to hold you back? You want me to? Let's go get a We're out of here. Rewriting.
Oh my god, it was seriously the worst. Because I clicked, I knew it was the third, it was like I clicked it, but it was like.
Oh yeah, that's great. You keep them great.
Google Bumps, yeah.
Yeah.
the little it was just those boxes are so small that like when I clicked it, it just was like a little bit above it and I ended up on the 6th. I just didn't check.
No, actually, neither.
And he didn't even say a word. Yeah, what the hell? I didn't even realize that. Son of a biznatch.
I mean, I don't know. Pretty confident he used that song.
Yeah.
Throw it on you.
No, he did.
That's what I was laughing about.
Yeah.
Guys, that
She can make like that.
Yes,
Your line has the most Post-it notes. Oh, yeah. They're all positive Post-it notes.
Difficult to search through. Some creepy crap. No, no, no. Layout. Like, no one wants to read that much.
Oh my gosh, treat yourself in this.
Really?
Just put the apostrophe in the wrong place, but otherwise it's good. A marker in there?
It's like treat them.
Well, we watched the Elf movie, so it's like really
A bunch of people taking. Oh, that's right.
I would love to just hear like something you just said something like
The option's terrible, which means like the media is not. This is the best one.
You're first. Just everywhere on all.
It is too big. They're trying to get behind me. Wow.
She's so wrong about that.
So, dude, grab the tray.
How do you decide what you watch your face on?
There's actually like
No, this is exactly what.
something you did advertising for the church.
There's no story.
It's like, it looks like.
It's not that you look like a magazine.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
But it's like just the back.
I didn't know it was the dress. I didn't really know anything about it. That's the problem.
No, not a joke at all. This is like all real stuff.
So how do people want to
So we're hiding that thing.
maybe they'll start investing.
Where there's no
Oh my god.
So we can get some donuts there.
It was who needs to start from below.
It's like, find out what's going on.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, this is great.
That's why we need,
Something figured out.
that is exactly why.
Guys, can I have some apple poppy chips?
For sermon notes?
Yeah, that's at least guaranteed that some people are like looking at it. Right. Yeah.
No. I mean,
It's like, that's it. Wrong. 3, 4, 5.
That's one. This does seem like maybe a smaller church.
Yes, but like,
It says less ministries to advertise.
maybe can we just be more concise?
No, it's not really
Give your opinion on it.
Maybe.
Do you really need?
We're not gonna do something. So we're doing it.
That too. I like this, so they don't be going where else.
I feel like the
A lot is just like
the
advertising.
fact that you have made the conference call, you have
It's like- Yeah, like it's, I don't know, like stuff that would be higher.
Your church here doesn't.
It would be like, this is
then
what
you're
kind
not
of
gonna
my
go
favorite website.
and you're on
Yeah,
the-
so it's exactly. Oh, I love it. It should be like something like, what's wrong with
I love it.
Yes.
Awesome. Keep a safe environment. Please remember to keep young children with you at all times. Why is that like?
Yeah, right? Like that scares me. I don't want to go there, right?
Keep your children with you.
Yeah, keep your children with you when you're around our church because it's dangerous. Like, what?
You just wrote over it. Oh.
Scary and stupid and useless. But like that also.
Yeah, legally binded to put something about.
That's on what's actually page 3 of the bulletin. There's page 1 that are covered and 2 and 3. Like the kind of person who's doing that right now is not the kind of person you have to worry about keeping a safe environment, probably. Like the people who read the bulletins are the ones who probably already have like an eye to that kind of thing. They're worried about the church environment. They're worried about what's going on around them.
Nobody's gonna read that and be like, oh yeah, I'm my small child by themselves.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared. I don't know.
Up in there.
They've always done
It provided like preaching, sermon notes. Well, I think we have to decide as a church collective what is the purpose.
Yeah.
And because without clear goals, like you can't build
So,
something.
everybody knows it.
Who's the audience?
Yeah.
Oh my god, like we're trying. I think the goal of the bulletin right now is like we have to have a bulletin. So stick a volunteer at the
So I was gonna say,
Yeah, no, there needs to be like a clear goal.
So I was in the staff meeting and there were 2 factions that were arguing about whether or not to like gospel reflection should be in the bulletin. And at one point, like I just said to everyone, like the pastor and the whole staff says, what is the purpose of our bulletin? And it was so awkward. And then it just went back to like, so should we put this stuff in it? And just like not like raising any feathers or anything like it was so demoralizing. To even have the pastor just be like, what? Well, that was in the photo class. Yeah, and like what was so hard was everyone was arguing about what should be in it because everyone had a purpose. Like we would have all saw it.
Could be really small things.
No, we're looking at
Yeah.
I think there's like a total laboratory, so I think you missed our presentation. What's the point of getting sick? What's it called again? Net class. Net actually means a sin against the divine will.
Oh my God.
You know what's great about this is like this is just an 11 by 15. That's like one sheet of paper.
Yeah, you didn't have to get any unusual type of paper.
No staples.
Yeah, no staples.
It's so eco-friendly.
When you're done,
Is that like the
straight to the recycling bin. Don't even worry about
So
staples.
make it like.
Okay, and sign up for. Do you want to?
Yeah, someone wants to Connor.
Hey, who brought the Baptist church one? Connor.
Let's see what I want to know.
Give it a prize.
Yeah, I saw it on prize.
Is that valid?
Yeah, I opened it, I was like, wow, yeah,
Yeah,
I need to bring it.
I know.
All of these out of
That might be mitigating.
I don't love their front.
I love that we have.
I don't know, it's like we actually only have 4 pipes really long. And you can have like a different way of posting it. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I can see you can do this by.
Well, do it. It's also like
Like, you want to be involved in your.
So,
You should check that.
okay. Yeah, like if you have more than 500 you can start a night church.
Yeah. Hey, we work with the
Awesome.
press.
So you know,
Like there is.
Yeah, so they provide.
Yeah, so you have to remember that like you're trying to be. Oh, sorry. First of all, honestly,
They get at this point.
My live streaming while grabbing beer.
Yep. Yeah.
I hope we can hang out after this.
Oh yeah, dude. We're definitely gonna chill. Hey, dude, guys. Yeah. So it's one of our websites, so we just sit. Yeah. Yeah. No, well, this is one we made for a crisis pregnancy center.
Okay. It's already live?
Yeah. Go to the videos.
Yeah. Check it out. This is beautiful though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It certainly doesn't look like most Christmas pregnancies on the website.
Right. Yeah. I think this is going to be kind of hard to hear. I mean, they're not specifically Catholic, but a lot of the people are Catholic. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear any of this, but this is the day. Dude, I can't hear it at all. Whatever. Check it out when you get home.
That's weird. Actually, I wrote something yesterday about how it's temporary, the fear is temporary, the panic is temporary, but then all the stuff that lasts longer than that, beyond that exercise, you know, and I think that that's what Chris is doing, and I think that it's every waking minute.
Zero years. Rocking.
So much cool stuff that you saw. I did like watch my first skate yesterday, and like when I did the same skate park, like you think like when I was my hometown, because we were like in my hometown at the same skate park, and I was just it's amazing. The mistake ends up being thanks for being in
Hey,
this.
thank you so much for coming.
More?
Nice to meet you.
No, I mean, this really wasn't about that. I just thought you were going to be doing it like you were, I thought it was like Dylan and that real art music. I was like, Alan's one talent. No, I'm totally glad. Thank you for opening everyone's
All right, guys. We're gonna head over and we're gonna continue to keep the badass next club. Yes. You want to do this?
Oh my gosh! It's
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea.
Okay, cool. Huh? Never mind, we're going that way.
I feel like you can go and like find your sticky if you.
This one's better. That's hilarious.
Is this going back?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
That was about to crash down. Do you have
I gotta use that. All right.
I'll start with we'll start with formal things. Hey, I'm talking. Counselor, you got it. So, do you guys have ever built a website or an app or anything like that? Great. All right. So for those of you who haven't, it doesn't really matter because the process that I'm going to show you works for just about anything. You can do it in a business setting. You can do it in really any type of creative endeavor. Right. So again, they talk about problem solving. What I'm going to teach you guys and try to do in the next 15 minutes is kind of describe to you a creative problem solving process. So just listen to me when we go to the other room. We're going to generate, I guarantee, at least 150 ideas. Easily in probably 15 minutes. Okay. So here is a standard creative problem solving process, right? You generate a bunch of ideas and then you evaluate them. You should come down to a concept, but there's a starting point, which is your problem. Now, if you have a problem statement, you guys will generate a bunch of stickies. We'll kind of cluster them together. There'll probably be 7 or 8 clusters. And those become what we call opportunity statements for us. This is a standard creative problem-solving process. There's no whiz bang here. People have been doing this forever. Okay. Now let's look at this side real quick. Okay, just the generating. I have some rules when I generate, and I'm going to get Nick to post them up there in a minute, and I'll gently remind you as you're generating your ideas. So when you're generating ideas, here are 4 rules that I like to use with people, and I'll talk about them. Rule number 1 is strive for quantity, right? The best idea isn't the first or the second or the third. It's probably the 20th or the 30th version of that idea. But in order to get to that, we have to strive for quantity. If you are just generating a couple of ideas, you're staying in the common response zone, right? Yeah. And you're not innovating, you're iterating. Okay? That can be bad, right? Nothing creative ever comes out of the common response zone. One of the things that you have to do that's pretty hard is rule number 2, defer judgment, both positive and negative judgment. They both shut you down, and they shut people down in the room too. So, for instance, if I were to say, as you guys are generating ideas, oh my God, Edmund, that's terrific. That's great, Edmund. Let's go with that. Thanks. Terrific job, Edmund. Great job. Thanks.
You're flat, Edmund.
You guys all kind of shut down. But at the same time, right, so that's how positive judgment can shut you down. Everyone starts thinking about Edmund, he's getting all that attention. Same thing happens if I go, oh my God, Edmund, you're out of your mind. That idea sucks. It blows. It's the worst. What are you thinking? You're fat. So that's how negative judgment also shuts Edmund down, but it also shuts everyone else down around him. So that's rule number 2, try to defer judgment. The easiest thing to do is to just talk. And the way we do that is we'll write something in a sticky, say it out loud, stick it on the wall, go to the next thing. Okay? Rule number 3 is piggyback, right? So as somebody verbally says something, they're going to put something on the wall, you're going to hear it, and you're going to say, wow, that reminds me of, and you write it down and say it. And then the next person will hear you, everybody will start to piggyback. It's just a natural occurrence. the great thing about piggybacking is we generate more ideas, okay? Lastly, use your imagination, okay? You have to get out of the common response zone. That requires you to use your imagination. A lot of people aren't comfortable doing that. Just kind of observing you guys tonight, I don't think that's going to be a problem. You guys are very creative, and I think you all always kind of naturally piggyback too, which is great. So that'll make my facilitation of it a little bit easier. But people that are like developers, this one's really tough for them to use their imagination, okay? So these are the 4 rules, okay? Does that make sense to everyone? Anyone have a question? Yes, sir.
How do you piggyback without judging?
Huh?
How do you piggyback?
The hard question guy.
No, it seems like piggybacking is positive judgment.
Well, yeah, but you're not, by positive judgment, it's like verbal judgment, saying, good job, Evan. All you're doing is quietly saying, that's my job. Okay? So try to, no outbursts, no positive outbursts. But sure, yeah, you could say that it's positive or negative as long as it's not an outburst. The outburst will derail, right? And we do judge everything. So again, those are the 4 rules for generating: strive for quantity, defer judgment, positive and negative, piggyback, use your imagination. Those things cover that side of the equation. Make sense? Clear as mud? Great.
It's going everywhere.
So, when we're on the other side and we start to evaluate ideas, I've got 4 rules too. Okay? Use positive judgment first. Neuroscientists have tracked people. It's called negative self-speak. About what percentage of the time are you saying something negative to yourself throughout the day? Nick, go.
Say maybe once an hour.
No, about once every 12 seconds.
Wait,
Whoa.
no. You haven't met my
About once every 12 seconds.
Are you talking about saying something negative about yourself?
Yeah.
So, all right, so, real quick, as a creative, when you first present an idea, what happens?
Insecurity.
No. What does the other person do?
They have to receive it and judge it.
They judge it.
They receive
Right.
it. Yeah,
What does it? What does the executive do?
An executive?
Makes it
The cooler.
Yes, it's called swoop and poop. They swoop into a meeting, poop on the idea, and fly.
Swoop and poop.
67% of the time, you're thinking something negative. Okay? What we need to try to do is to use positive judgment first when we see some of these ideas. Okay? That's rule number 1 when we evaluate an idea. Now, some of these ideas are pretty crazy that we might come up with. It's not enough to just use positive judgment. Sometimes you need to consider the novelty of a potential idea. Now, there's a story I like to tell about, there was a bridge that the Sultan of Istanbul wanted to create back during the days of Leonardo da Vinci. Okay? True story. Da Vinci does a sketch of what's known as the Golden Horn Bay, and he produces it to the Sultan. The Sultan gives it to his engineers, who, of course, do swoop and poop. They instantly reject it. They tell him there's no way that this bridge will work. You're going to be an embarrassment, the laughing stock of your time. Well, as it turned out, the bridge worked perfectly. And in fact, that design is what bridges are built with today. Okay? It took 500 years later before that design was ever built. Okay? That's executive swoop and poop. They didn't consider the novelty. Okay? All right, the other thing too, and this is where I'm going to have a problem with this group. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. Stay on course. Okay? Because when you have a very creative group, they like to get silly, They like to be very sarcastic, right? The problem with that,
That's what they need.
and this is, again, I want to get serious for just a moment. The problem with it is people don't know if you're being serious or being funny. And so as you're trying to drive towards a potential solution, we need to kind of cut the silliness out a little bit. If you see someone starting to get a little bit silly, redirect them. That's rule number 4. Now, we're going to have a fun time doing this, I promise you, but we're also going to get a lot of work done, okay? But that's when we're doing the evaluation piece, okay? The great thing is, I think all we're going to do is generate. We'll cluster the ideas together, and then we'll probably go have some tacos.
Yes. Good.
All right, that sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
All right, so Nick, if you go ahead and post this over there, if everybody would grab their stickies and a pen, I'm going to kind of describe to you. I don't know, like, describe to you the central question.
All these like ways to describe it is not helpful. Like it's not good. It's like don't give feedback.
I'm gonna read the
Alright, so remember how you guys had the opportunity to check out the bullet list? Alright? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to strive for quantity, defer judgment, piggyback, use your imagination. I want to give you a shortcut on your stickies. Okay? NIAI. Right? Nice if, awful if. Nice if, awful if. Nice if, awful if. All right. I want 4 people to come up. I'm going to give you a quick example. 4 people come on up. You. Yes, ma'am. Go, ma'am. You, sorry. You before. All right.
Okay.
I want you to use nice if, awful if. I want you to generate ideas on this wall.
Okay.
Generate ideas on this wall, as many as you can, in the next 3 minutes.
4.
Ideas about religions.
Hang on. No. I want you guys to be quiet. Okay. All right. Nice if, awful if. All right. Your central question that you're trying to just generate ideas for, nice if, awful if, and then write NIAI, write down the thing, say it out loud, stick it on the wall. Doesn't have to be anywhere, just stick it, say it out loud, go. Nice if, awful if. Describe the perfect vacation. Go.
Nice if sunny.
Nice if outside.
Nice if, well, that's inappropriate.
Nice if alcohol.
Nice if
what? Nice if what?
Stay quiet.
Nice if,
Stay quiet.
nice if relaxing.
awful if raining.
I just said that, but
Keep going. Strive for quantity.
Awful if overplanned.
Awful if overweight.
Quiet. Piggyback. Try to piggyback.
Piggyback, that was a piggyback.
Nice if lots of dessert.
nice if with family.
Nice if free.
Nice if travel,
Nice if
travel
boats
is easy.
included.
Nice if you don't have to fly.
Nice if cabana boy.
Awful is overweight.
Whoa! Awful
I like
if
where this is
Cabana
going.
Nice if sand. Nice if cheap.
Nice if beautiful views.
Nice if beautiful girls.
Go awful. Go awful. Go awful. Do awfuls.
Awful
Too many
if
nices.
sickness.
Awful is sand and desert.
Awful if hurricane.
Awful if good. Awful if emergencies happen.
Also, if you lose your luggage.
Awful if death.
2 more minutes.
Awful with mother-in-law.
Awful if war zone.
Go nice, go nice.
Nice if somewhere you've always wanted to go.
Nice if Disney.
Nice if daily mass.
Nice if in Iceland.
Nice if sacraments. Confession.
Nice if free time.
1 minute, use your imagination, go.
Nice if Cards Against Humanity.
Nice. Nice if concerts.
All right.
Nice if board games.
Nice if diving.
Awful if my camera.
Nice if movies.
Awful imagination, go. Awful imagination, go.
Awful if
Awful if no Wi-Fi.
Awful if meteor.
Awful if no
awful
TV.
if terrible
Awful if no alcohol.
around you.
Awful if car wreck. Nice piggyback, go.
Awful if must drive 10 plus hours.
Awful if car breaks down.
Awful if with animals.
And stop. All right, how many did you guys come up with?
The first 2 I started writing an N and a K on each one. So
Count 'em up.
6.
Pen's dead.
Okay, so 26 different concepts in 3 minutes. Not bad. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah. Cabana boy.
All right, go ahead and clear the wall. Let's go ahead and clear the wall. We're going to go with a different one. This time, everybody gets to participate. And again, the hard part of it with a big group, especially with creatives, is to stay on course because you guys like to get silly. So what I want you to do, right, is try to limit your humor, limit your sarcasm just for a few minutes, and then we'll have a big outburst afterwards, okay? So go ahead and get your sticky, approach the wall. You're going to have to say it loud. Again, we're using nice if, awful if, right? Everybody, baby.
What topic?
I'm about to give you that.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, get your drink, get your pen.
Get your drink. Oh no, where's mine?
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Someone got opinionated.
Everybody have a spot on some wall. It doesn't even have to be this wall.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah, we know.
Good, that's a good spot.
Thank you.
That's a good spot.
Team Brooke.
Oh, Team Brooke. Here it is. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, which team's gonna win?
Team
everyone.
Team
Here is your problem statement. This is a softball problem statement. You will have 5 minutes because I want you to generate ideas beyond the common response zone.
Okay.
Okay? Describe the perfect church bulletin. Go.
Okay. Clean, concise. Wait, you say that loud? No.
Yeah, say it out loud. Right?
Nice if aesthetically.
No.
Nice if short.
Nice if color. Black and white.
Nice if readable.
Nice and white space. Nice graphics. Good grammar.
Nice if.
Nice of intelligence.
spelling.
Nice if.
Clean.
Nice and
Organized.
Sleek.
Nice if index.
sensitive color.
Index.
Theory.
Nice if
Nice.
Almost too much text.
Nice if
Good
font.
Not hard to read.
Small. Nice and small.
That's what I meant.
Nice if Comic Sans.
Awful.
Awful if nice.
Awful forced.
Nice and relevant.
Awful if too many advertisements.
Ads. Awful in ads.
Awful if without
Points they have the resources.
Nice if catechetical.
Nice if picture.
Nice
Nice if square.
Inviting.
Awful if done by old lady.
Nice if on paper.
Nice
if digital.
Yes.
Awful if done quickly.
Nice if
Nice
glossy.
if has registration.
Awful if poorly laid out.
Nice if elements left for website.
Nice if glossy.
Has contact info.
Nice if multiple views before publishing.
Awful if clip art.
Nice if concise.
Nice if little oversight.
Nice if
Nice if has 10-point font.
Awful if it's made
Nice-
a day before Sunday.
Nice if open to revision.
Yeah. Awful if
Nice
you
if
can't find
professionally
it.
done.
Nice if
Awful
no
if
ad.
fat banners.
Clip art.
And
Clip
heading.
art. Awful if
Yeah,
clip
awful
art.
if
Yeah, awful if too many
bad clip art. There could be good clip art.
What?
Awful if
Graphics.
Awful if
Awful
Nice
if
if not the final decision by a priest.
Nice if considers audience.
Nice if
Awful
awful
if
if
not
people other
useful.
than the priest.
Yes.
Nice if helpful
Awful if
information.
personal stories. Or big ones.
devotional.
Awful if any stories.
Awful if waste paper.
Awful if origami folds.
Awful
Nice
if not
if
everyone
you
can
can
get one.
Nice
Awful if
if-
nobody reads it.
Includes
Yeah.
mass
Awful
time.
if massive all or
Nice if persuasive to attend
Awful if
mass.
too many left over. Nice if stories.
Nice
Nice
if
if really good
one
photography.
page.
Nice if local content.
Awful if same week to week.
Nice if it can be understood by non-Catholics.
Awful if
Nice
stock
if jazz.
content.
Nice if welcoming to
drives,
the church environment.
Web and
Nice if custom
app
photos.
No
Nice
photos.
if
Nice.
Awful if any pictures.
Nice.
Defer judgment. Defer judgment.
Nice if in braille.
Awful if fun.
Awful if out of post-its. Nice if accessible to many readers.
Nice if highlights the beauty of pathology.
Nice if lyric poems.
Nice if has following.
Awful if no central message.
Nice if has section for holiness.
Awful if disorganized.
Awful
layout.
if. Oh, I had it.
Nice if includes song lyrics.
Awful
Awful
if multiple calendars.
Awful if
if
distraction
useless
message.
content.
Awful if prayer shawl ministry.
Nice if it's
Awful
direct.
if children's
Here's
coloring
podcast.
section.
Nice if shaped like a triangle.
Awful if no audience.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Nice if liturgically seasonal.
Ah, that's actually really good. I wish I had that.
Nice if gives good recommended reading. Keep going.
Awful if
Nice if change paper color.
more than.
Nice if
Awful if change paper. Shit.
Nice if 8.5 by 11.
Color.
Nice if consistent.
Awful if not on smooth paper.
Nice if economic to produce.
Awful if on glossy paper.
Ooh.
No one can take notes
Okay.
on that.
Nice if it doesn't take 4 hours to design.
Awful if too expensive without.
Nice if it doesn't take 4 hours to read.
Nice if
Nice
Awful
if
if
White
name
space.
and publisher.
nice if good printing quality.
Nice if awful if staples.
Nice if hierarchy.
Made in InDesign. Come on, guys.
Nice if has QR codes.
Oh, nice.
Nice if strong church logo.
Awful if it includes a reflection on something other than the homily.
Awful if papyrus.
Oh my God, yes.
Awful it has letter from the priest complaining.
Awful is the sign in words.
And
Yeah.
in and out of
Awful if
style.
stretched images.
Awful if low resolution images.
Oh God, yeah.
Awful if small images.
Awful if stretched images.
Awful if images of people not at your church.
Nice
tiny images.
Nice if you have a professional photographer.
Nice if people are handing them out.
Awful is pixelated anything.
Awful if too many fonts on one page.
Stop.
Woo!
Alright. I did that.
There we go. So did all of us. All of these
over here. So Brad, one's over here, move them over to the big wall.
Yeah.
So, good job, Team Brooke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Post-its, Brooke. Put a lot of Post-its there.
Nice if the band boy.
I was gonna say,
Not
nice if.
But that's the thing, is that you get bad ideas and you good and you start.
I'm gonna pray that.
I can't say that. I was like,
I'm taking a prayer.
not my vacation.
I feel like I should have done this while I was teaching.
Nice if. There we
Yeah, really good game, I guess.
Nice if people actually do this.
Yeah, nice if people have brainstorming.
All right.
Nice if first critical look at bullets.
I could probably get to
Nice if critical look.
St. Francis office.
yeah, would you so like?
I've earned the round.
All right.
Yeah, I want
Oh,
I just came and started asking questions about things that people were already frustrated about. And I'm like, yeah, so much. Yeah, I know, right?
I love all this color in the world. Maybe that was
That's too many.
Some people are waiting for
Yeah. Welcome to a room full of creative people. Mine took like a diagonal slash across there.
All right, did we get them all? Did we get them all up there?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the world a little bit. You got North America,
Yeah.
Antarctica.
All right, so.
Hey, Gavin, do you happen to have a hard drive over here?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of stuff that sounded similar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so there's some overlap. What I want you to do now is, as a team, maybe a team of 4 or 5 of you go up there. I don't care who it is, or all of you can do it. It's probably easier if it's 4 or 5. And cluster similar items together. With 4 people, just move the stickies into clusters.
Yeah.
And the other folks can coach them. Coach the hands.
Clusters of like
Similar topics.
So
There's a lot of there's a lot on fonts, so plural fonts.
maybe not just fonts, but like typography and typesetting.
So like, does it matter if it's positive or negative?
Doesn't matter.
It's
Right. You start grouping them. Ready, go. Okay, so start grouping them. 3 or 4 people, and then other people go.
We want to do a font section
But you missed
and a picture section.
About the people making.
Sorry, internet people, I'm moving
Hey,
you
Brandon,
real quick.
idea. What if we moved it from one wall to another wall?
No.
So like,
Right. No, it's, JP was saying, like, when they.
Can you evaluate, like, does this look like anything else?
If you're not like types and white space.
like where So you seriously
Hey, who did the blue over here? Because your handwriting sucks. Sorry, man. I'm pretty fast. Those are the you can say, dude. I said maybe it's too expensive without ads. Okay. Hey, shut up. All right, something about ads. Ads.
Where are the ads?
Where is that? Okay, nice and bright. Place
I
online.
feel like this would have been a good exercise to do when I was a teacher.
Like content? We could do like a content section.
Helpful for a lot of the.
Do we have a?
Ads.
Fonts are up here behind.
Done by the
Oh, I heard that was like, yeah, March secretary.
Fonts over here.
So do we take our secretary and have?
Where's secretary?
I have one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Where do we have fonts there? Fonts over here. Like content, like paper. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we should start our online content. We
Where are our areas here?
So ads over here,
Ads over there.
Fonts are going to be on that side of the door.
Sharon's an expert.
money. That's interesting.
We're working in our hands right now. I got content over here.
Content?
What would no color go?
Hey, let's put that.
I'm on a section over here for like physical.
Oh, there's paper and chairs over here. Yeah.
Oh, poor Melly is in like. Poor Melly is in like.
Yeah, where did we put content? Nobody knows. I got content. I was telling you right.
So, is there one that has to do with cost?
Cost might actually need to go with printing and paper.
There was like one.
I have a contact on it. Contact on the photography too, like this. Here, photography. Is this a part of this? The door frame is content. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these out. Like, these are ads and these are just someone.
We did the green sticky notes. Green sticky notes. Green. No.
Yeah, I'm on the green.
What is that?
Hold on.
You want to categorize?
Do you guys already have a section over here for like purpose? Not decided by a priest. That was a tough one. Some people have some handwriting. Anyone tell me what this says? Anyone who knows how to do these work? Nice is what I'm saying is as you guys oh my god. Is this the guys at the wall? Is this yours?
Nice.
I think we need to make a separate category.
Organized, that's like staff. So you want
Yeah. How's it going? Well, for this, yeah. This is really nice. But I think, like, it's, I would rather have somebody else do it, but, like, and then it's, like, I want them to do it. I don't want anyone else Did you, yeah, what did you use the video? Yeah. I think it's forcing you to
That's good. It's covered everything.
I'm trying to listen to two masses.
You have sub-clusters.
I don't know if we went so far. Well, that's kind of what we're doing. We have a lot of this. We're trying to summarize this.
So you have like, I guess, is it different groups or is it like
I feel like I placed it with like notes.
I interviewed this place.
Persuasive. Is this supposed to be persuasive?
You don't understand that.
Can I see an adjective?
Yeah. Like, ask us. Clever, we're gonna have to do once you're hired, direction.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Built it for this. Hey, is there anyone else in here? There's no one else. There's no one else in here. No one wanted to watch.
Come in.
That's true.
My professor wanted to come in.
Cool. Showing her the website we made. The website we made for the Crisis Pregnancy Center.
Did you guys design the website?
Yeah, it's like one of the first like crisis pregnancy centers that's like a full like it's literally a doctor's office, but it provides like full healthcare for pregnant women for free. So they don't house them, but they have like groups that they like use to like send them these places. They provide all of like all the healthcare and then also like once people are there.
I really want to go into ministry, but I have no.
It's really good.
Oh God! That's
We worked on a video. They want to release it on a really bad website. It's really bad. I'll show you. Actually, I think it's still up. Angels. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Guys, you can't
Now that took forever. What were you guys even doing?
So,
no. Yeah, oh, seriously.
Gabby,
Me?
what are these things? What are these clusters?
You're asking me.
Because you
Okay, I'm gonna need some help. Let's see. This is content, like actual ideas for the content.
Like what goes in it.
What goes in it?
And there's ads over there.
This is images in color. this is digital, anything that redirects to a website or a podcast or something.
Audio and stuff like that. This is more like human behavior, the environment, like the way that it's handed out.
Give a couple of examples real quick.
Welcoming environment, people actually handing them out. There's too many left over, we can't even find where they are.
Right.
Like
Okay. Good.
This one is more like, I don't know, like adjectives, I guess. It's just like its purpose, really. It's like the intent of the purpose, right?
Intent and purpose. Okay.
Mhm.
What are those two?
Spelling and grammar. It just kind of
Spelling and grammar.
Like, I'm really upset by all the errors.
Yeah, we didn't forget
Actually, I don't know if we.
section.
Wait, are these
Like,
these are questions.
please contact my
We missed these.
Yeah, we missed these.
We'll put them aside.
This is all about like being concise, hierarchy, organization.
Layout.
Layout, concise.
This one was
Like all paper.
oh, the actual paper itself in the printing process.
Fonts.
Fonts.
Hey,
Type setting.
Oh yeah. And then ads.
Advertisement. Oh, over there.
So we got one in the middle, up top.
This is staff. So people making it, committees that might have input on it.
That started as aesthetically pleasing. I don't know
This one?
yeah.
Aesthetics.
Oh, this is like the general aesthetics.
Okay, then probably that has some bleed over with this.
Right.
And maybe with this as well.
So go ahead and move them.
This one's intense. Super visual. This is
I think my method
So-
is that it needs to be.
If you go ahead and quickly create a label for each category. And just put it above it.
do you guys want to move makes the ads?
Where?
That little
We need-
sure.
Hey,
We need something like this.
Yeah.
where it's just like that.
Yeah, like a mirror one. There's tape somewhere.
Yeah,
Right
there's a
there.
double
Yeah.
set of tape here.
Right, so the next part of it, they're gonna create a label for each of the clusters. After they create the label for the clusters, how many categories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 7.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we do. All right, you ready? Everybody gets 3 stickies. It's only 3. Okay? 3 blank stickies. Write the number 1, number 2, and the number 3 on 3 different stickies because you have to vote over how you would rank your top 3 cluster. Which is the most important cluster? So this one might be number 1 for me. This one might be number 2. Spelling. Oh my God, that's number 3. Right.
Wow.
Do a 1, 2, and 3. You have to vote. Now, there are no hanging chads. Okay, so you can't have 2 2s.
Dangling chads. No pregnant chads either.
You guys want to grab some more branded.
All right. Go. Digital.
We're still labeling.
They're still labeling.
Okay.
I wonder if we should separate color and photo.
Environment.
The color and photo should be 2 separate things.
Photos provide color. You don't want color fonts. What are you asking about? I just love the cool.
Yeah.
Another big one.
Just hungry.
What did you want?
Okay, so do we need staff?
Yeah, we need staff. We need,
Nice if credible person does it. Hey, we're talking about staff.
The middle
Where's the like any best good one? One. Because I think the person in charge of all of this is most important.
yeah.
Nice this right here. Content's always going to be second.
Where's this over here, Johnson?
And then third.
I'm so pumped that you broke down, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah. I've been wanting to for a while.
What's
I
don't know, what's that called?
It's crazy.
Two weeks later.
How was that visual like aesthetic? Overall aesthetic?
It's all together, man. I just talking to people with separate, you know, compartmentalized parts of life. Here we are. So we're talking together, we're having a beer, we're working. They're labeled.
Seriously. Yeah.
They're labeled now, you can.
I think it's
Yeah.
Is this a thing where like 3 is a higher number and therefore more power, or 1 is the first number?
One is
One is the first
priority. One is your first priority.
No, for sure.
Are you going like mobile sports or golf?
Where did the advertising section go?
But then the one thing is not.
So if I don't vote for it,
that is so creative. You fit in really well.
Oh my gosh, so much.
How did that happen?
It's like if no one reads it, it literally doesn't matter. And that's our big problem. If no one picks it up, who cares what the hell I put in? I could put
You! Hey! What's up, man? Hey! We got a new person here. Hey! What's going on, brother? We bring beer.
Rush the best that quick trip has. Just minus. Quick trip.
This is Jason. He has an awesome look. Yeah, look at how he's dressed. Look at this guy. He's so creative. He's so creative. He's got the mustache, beard. Here's over here.
That's what makes my
Yeah. Over there is a sign in. There's like basically you put like a note card, put your name, your info on it, and then just put it on that little thing back there. You got some pictures. He like, I just made someone say, he's gotta be the model. There's so many good haircuts in this.
Is anyone not with their ranks up?
JP. Dude, do you shave your head?
Obviously, when did you have to start doing
Yeah, I got you. Was that emotionally like difficult?
No, I like it. It's weird. It works wonderfully.
That's the thing, you like bald-headed men are like considerably different.
I shaved my head
No, like really, there's been research done. Like men with beards and men with bald heads. Yeah.
It just happens. Like people walk up. I know.
Done.
I know that. Oh, right. Yeah. Super intensive.
Yeah. Some people know me. I'm not sure.
Oh, we do.
Oh, nice.
But this smart that one is small.
That's
It would be
Hey guys, we are going to be going to dinner at Taco Cabana. So if you want to grab your stuff, we can head out, and then we'll have we'll tally these up, and whenever we come back, we're gonna fix some of the problems. All right.
Guys, I got
Talk
a
about
project.
smashing points. So
Taco Cabana, if you go down the street and take a left, it's on your right. Cool. Right at the light.
yeah, good point. So we do have some things we want to do while we are at dinner, though.
We're gonna have some little flyers, clickable flyers for like conversation starters and questions. And we don't want a single line on there. You should have about like 4 little spaces. No empty spaces.
Should we bring something to write with?
Yeah.
Yes. Good question.
We want you guys to talk too, though. So don't just like sit down and write.
No, this is discuss about questions. No one suspects it. Not anymore.
What content is purpose? I mean, say,
because we know what it's for.
All right, ready, set, go. I have to be the last one out. I will lock up. Ready, go.
Otherwise, roll out.
Great. You gotta sell out my brother like that? You were totally fine.
I can do a talk like
Even if it was any guy, I would be like, give those. Take care of your people. I was like, I need to you shouldn't talk to me. I'm an idiot.